Changing oil. You know, I wondered the other day, Saturday rolled around, good weekend, nice weather. I asked myself, do I need an oil change? So how do I find out? First thing I did, I just went to my vehicle, raised the hood, and the best way to tell is actually look at the color of the oil on my engine dipstick. Just pull it out and I do need an oil change really bad. How I know this is because my engine oil is black. Engine oil is actually a light tint of brown when it's new. This is black and I can smell it. Have fun, but don't get too close. It smells burnt. And when I say burnt, it smells like a campfire. If it smells like a campfire, get it out of the engine. Let's put the dipstick in. Always use two hands, and I usually use the hand closest to the tube to feed it in, because if you're out here, you end up bending the dipstick. The dipstick is actually going all the way down into the oil pan. So just lightly, just thread it back down in there. I am now ready to get the dirty oil out, get some clean oil in. Let's do it. The first thing you want to do is locate the oil filter. But before that, I want you to actually turn off your engine, wait 2 hours, let it cool down. Then you go and look for your oil filter. All oil filters are usually colored by yellow, white, they're never black. They've got a bright color on them. Before you remove the oil filter, safety glasses. Put safety glasses on because oil in an eye isn't fun. Your friends might even like the look too. Mine do. Go back, get your oil filter wrench, go up, attach it to the oil filter, and unscrew it counterclockwise. I like to leave the oil filter on the engine, unscrew it 1/4 of a turn, let the oil drain down. You can take your safety glasses off at this point, stand back, relax, let this drain. At this point, I'm unscrewing the oil filter counterclockwise, and I'm going to go ahead and point my oil filter up so it doesn't leak all over me. Okay, now I'm ready to put my new oil filter on the engine. I did check to make sure that the old gasket was off the oil filter mounting. All you need to do is tighten your oil filter snug. Do not use the wrench. Now I'm ready to change the oil out of the engine. The best way to find the drain pan plug on your engine is look for a square type looking box with a plug. It's a 9/16. Some of us have combination wrenches and or a socket. You can use a combination wrench, but always use the box end. Just get the drain pan plug just a little bit loose. I usually do 3 to 4 turns. Using a rag, grab the drain pan plug and turning it counterclockwise, and here comes dirty oil. It's good to change your oil 3,000 all the way up to 7,500 miles. I always recommend to look at your owner's manual. That will tell you and give you a guideline of what to do. Now let's install the drain pan plug. Now that I've tightened up by hand my drain pan plug, now take your ratchet, make sure that it's ready to tighten clockwise, install it on the drain pan plug and tighten it. Now that I've got the oil filter installed, the old oil drained out, it's time to put new oil in the engine. This application calls for 520. I have 520, I'm going to install 5 quarts. Always look at your oil fill cap. On the top of the oil fill cap, it'll say the weight. If it doesn't say the weight, look in your owner's manual. It'll also tell you how many quarts. This one is 5 quarts. Now that I have the cap off, it's time to install brand new fresh oil. Unscrew your cap, slide the funnel down into the oil fill hole, and relax. Pour some awesome, fresh, clean oil in your engine. It's smiling at me right now, and that's what I like to see. Now that I've installed 5 quarts of oil, just pull the funnel out, then you're ready to put the oil fill cap on. Now, one thing I like to look at here is if it has any white foam. White foam means that there could be condensation or water in the engine. Install the cap, there we go. That's nice and snug. I've installed 5 fresh quarts of oil. The next step is to make sure that I've got it on the full line. Look at how clean it is. Brand new oil, and I did good. 5 quarts is right on the full line. The next step is you want to start your engine. Always look at your oil pressure gauge to make sure that there's no problems. In this case, it looks good. The oil pressure's where it's supposed to be. Now that I've started the engine, it's time to come out in front of the vehicle and look down to make sure that the oil filter and that my drain pan plug is not leaking. Just take a quick glance, look down. This one looks really good. Nice and dry, no leaks. For more video tips, join me at carmd.com. I'm Mark Evans. Happy motoring, everyone.